Do you guys notice anything different today? There's more of my room because I got a new lens. I don't know if it brings down the camera quality, but I think for video, it should be okay. But yeah, now there's more. Okay, let's get on with the story today. So this was back in high school. I knew this girl called Crystal. Crystal, she was a very sweet girl, very wholesome, very genuine. And she had strict parents, so she always had a curfew. She wasn't allowed to go out. And she always went to church every Sunday with her mom and dad. We had English class together, and she was a very studious person, so whenever I needed help with something, I would go to her. And because we also lived in like the same neighborhood area, we would often walk home together after school. And on these walks home, which usually took about 15 minutes, I would always tell Crystal of all the stupid shit that I would do, because back then I was a really dumb kid, so I always went out, just whatever the dumbest thing I could think of, I probably tried to do it. So I told Crystal, yo, the other day I went out to a party, there were like gang fights, there were guns, there were drugs, cocaine on the table, police showing up, freaking crazy. And then she would always be like, whoa, people actually do things like that? Wow. So one day I thought, you know, maybe I should bring her to a party sometime, which was what I found out was probably the worst decision of my life, but we'll get there. Back then, my friends usually hosted hotel parties. Nowadays, I think it's like Airbnb or a crack house. I don't know what kids do nowadays. But before, my friends and I, we would get a hotel, invite all of our mutuals or invite the friends that we knew, and then it's always BYOB or bring your own booze. I told Crystal to meet me at a train station, and then we were gonna take the train downtown. We get downtown, we get to the hotel. But the thing is, with hotel, there's usually hotel security, and then a lot of the times they don't want to rent it out to, like, you know, high school students. So you always get someone like 21 and older to book it, and then they leave, and then the freaking high school kids just go crash it. And I think we had to like take some stairs on the outside to get up, so we couldn't go through the front entrance. But anyways, we get to the room, we go inside, I meet my friends, and then I'm introducing Crystal to my friends, and then she's like, hi, I'm Crystal. And then my friends are like, oh my god, you're so cute, I want to kiss you. Maybe not that, but along the lines of, like, you know, girls, oh my god, wow, you're so pretty. Like, I don't know what girls do, but they always communicate like that. It's so weird. Anyways, maybe after like 30 minutes of sucking each other off, we start drinking. We're taking shots. There was like tequila. Back then in Vancouver, there was this drink called 151. I'm pretty sure it's legal in America or like other places around the world, but that shit is like freaking 75% alcohol. I think 151 divided by 2, 75.5. Yeah, anyways, it was very intense. So we tried that, and then freaking I blacked the fuck out. I was in the bathtub. I don't even know how I got there. I think my friends, they just didn't want me on the floor, so they rolled me into the bathtub. And then freaking I just genuinely don't really remember much from that night. Plus it was so long ago. But I remember waking up to Crystal shaking me. Hey, Kev, I gotta go home. And then I'm like waking up like, oh shit. Where am I? Still a bit drunk, we leave the hotel together. On the walk back to the train station, I asked Crystal how her night was because I barely remembered mine. And then she said, Kev, oh my gosh, it was so fun. I met all these guys and they gave me their Instagrams and they followed me. Thank you so much for bringing me. But when we got to the train station was closed because it was past 1 a.m. Freaking in Vancouver, in my city, all the trains, or we call them sky trains, they stop running after like 1:30 a.m. So if you're gonna go clubbing and you want to stay out late, you're fucked. So usually clubbing here just kind of ends at like midnight. So it's not really that fun, but in America or other places, I'm pretty sure it's a lot better. So we got to the train station and it was closed. So now I'm thinking, frick, oh my gosh, I'm drunk. We don't have a ride home. We don't know how to get home. Crystal, she started complaining about how cold it was, so she called her mom to pick us up. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. But then it's better than, you know, waiting out in the cold. And no way am I calling my parents. So I was like, okay, let's just see how this goes. Crystal's mom pulls up, and then I'm like, hello, nice to meet you. Trying to act as sober as possible. And then Crystal's mom, she was like, hey Kev, nice to meet you. I couldn't tell if she liked me or not because of her tone, but then again, we called her out of bed just to pick us up. So, I mean, I can imagine that she was kind of pissed off. But anyways, Crystal and her mom, they have a bit of small talk, and then I get dropped off home. And right when I was about to leave the car, right as I close the door, she says, "Hey Kev, hold on for a minute. Would it be cool if we just had a chat tomorrow?" And then in my head, I'm like, what the why? That's so weird. Is she interested in me? I mean, I don't come by a MILF this often. I mean, I am in high school though, so that'd be kind of weird, but I mean, it's a MILF though. It took me a while to kind of like try to figure out what was happening because low-key, I was still a little bit drunk. So eventually I just said, "Yeah, I'm free." And then she's like, "Cool." I close the door and then I go home. But then right when I got home, I'm like, fuck. Yo, I'm in deep shit, aren't I? The next morning, the whole day, I was just thinking, yo, what the fuck is she gonna talk to me about? I really hope that she doesn't tell my parents that we were at a party. And then I see Crystal in English class, and then Crystal comes up to me and says, "Oh my gosh, Kev, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I didn't know my mom was gonna want to talk to you. I think she just wants to talk. Like, it's nothing serious. I asked her about it when we got home. She says it's nothing too serious, so don't worry. She says she'll come pick you up at 4 p.m. though, after school." And then I was like, okay. Because I really didn't want to see her mom, because I mean, like, it's her mom. That's just so weird. But at the same time, I felt like I did kind of owe her mom an explanation. If she, you know, kind of found out, I didn't know what else to say. So I was just like, okay, and just went with it. After school, I was just freaking stressed the whole day. 4 p.m. comes around, and then her mom pulls up into my driveway. And then I go outside, I get into her car. I'm like, "Hello? Where are we going?" Crystal's mom says, "Oh, we're just going to a Starbucks. Do you like coffee?" I never really drank coffee back then, but I just kind of said, "Yeah, I like coffee." So we go to a Starbucks. She buys me like a London Fog or something, and she sits me down. "So, Kevin, what kind of party did you and Crystal go to last night?" "Oh, you know, just a normal high school party. My friends. She met them." "Oh, okay, okay. So what were you doing with my daughter?" Like in such a serious tone. Like, dude, I swear I thought I was gonna die right there and then. Because like the way that she said it, it was just so serious and there was so much panic in me. But I was like, yo, play it cool, play it cool. And then it took me a while because my brain literally froze. But then I was like, "Oh, Crystal and I? Yeah, we're just friends. Once in a while, we walk home together, and then I tell her all these adventures that I have, and then she told me that she wanted me to bring her on one. So, yeah." Like, I think when I said that, I try to keep as still of a face as possible. Inside, I was like, "Tudum, tudum, tudum, tudum." Okay. Were there a lot of people? No, not that many. Maybe like 12, 15. To be honest, at this point, I was trying to be a little bit defensive because I really, really did not want her to tell my parents that, you know, I was going out to all these parties. And then she says, "Did you have sex at the party?" No sex at the party. Like, did she think it was an orgy that we went to? Like, what the fuck? "Was there alcohol?" "Yup. Yeah, I could tell that you guys smell like alcohol the moment you came into my car." Now I'm just thinking, fuck man, I honestly can't get any worse than this. So then I just said, "Yeah, sorry." Because honestly, I just really didn't know what to say. And then afterwards, Crystal's mom gave me a whole rundown about why alcohol is bad, going out with strangers is bad, and just a whole rundown of like why my existence is bad. But you know, Crystal, she grew up in a very wholesome church household. So, I mean, I couldn't blame her. And I told her afterwards, "Yep, don't worry, won't happen again. Crystal, she's safe and sound. We're not gonna go out to any more outings." And then the mom was like, "Okay, good. I'm glad we're at an understanding." And then she drove me home. After I got home, Crystal texted me, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. My mom, I don't think she wants me to hang out with you anymore, but I think we can still walk home together. Yeah, sorry, I brought you to the party. Oh, no, I had a lot of fun. Don't worry about it." And then the next day, when I had to go home, Crystal, she didn't walk home with me. I'm pretty sure she took another route because I went the same way. And then after that, we just kind of slowly stopped talking. Okay, so that's that story. If you've made it this far into the story, thank you for listening. Maybe subscribe, because that really does help me out, and it would mean a lot. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Peace. Woo!